Welcome to the UDP broadcast, a podcast where a group of friends get together and talk about gaming-related subjects and offer both informed and uninformed opinions. I'm Luminary, and I'm accompanied today by my co-host, the Nordic Cajun.
Shoryuken!
The Eternal Barcode, Imee of the Border Patrol.
Hello, how are you doing?
And from the Emerald Dream, Raina, the Crit Chicken.
Welcome to the shit show, except we're not exactly a shit show because we're not bamboozled. Yeah.
All I heard was
Yep.
So, I couldn't come up with a witty title, so it's just going to be Jokes and Magic.
Once again.
Yes. Man, I tell you what, that what was it? Lucid chart with the dogs. Wait, that's not a chicken. Bamboozled again, or whatever it is like that.
Heckin' bamboozled.
Yes, heckin' bamboozled. So, sit back and enjoy the show. We are also fundraising for the Trevor Project. The Trevor Project is the leading organization to help prevent youth LGBTQ suicide, offering many services to... Help me out, Imee. Help me out.
The mission of the Trevor Project is to end suicide among gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and questioning young people. So please, stick around, watch the ads at the beginning of the show, watch the ads at the end of the show. We make sure to run them all prior to the show. I said prior, not prior, because I'm awesome. So we run them all prior to the show, so you don't have to watch ads during the show or when you just show up. Any donations you make, or bits or anything like that, any sort of revenue, 10% of all that goes to the Trevor Project. So thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for showing up.
And the direct donation on my channel goes into the Twitch's charity fund or whatever it is. So it's handled that way. So if you're not comfortable with any of that, well, you've got that. Just being here helps out.
Yes, watch the ads.
So I don't know how many of you are following Needs Espresso on Twitter, but that person, man.
Prolific shit poster, worse than me.
No.
Or better than me?
No.
Y'all play off each other very well.
I do no such thing. I'm innocent.
I just know that when I get tunnel vision, It's just like, it's hard to contain.
I mean, you are many things, good sir. Innocent is not one of them.
What? How dare?
Way though, as much as a shit poster I am, he's gonna have to live with me one day.
I have no problem with this.
You're not trapped here with me. I'm trapped here with you. No, I don't care.
Wait,
pretty
that
much.
sounds wrong.
So, that being said, Crit had called my attention to an event for Bamboozled or what's he?
Bamboozle Festival.
Yeah, and that already sounds sus. And like, you might as well go to the "I Must Steal Your Money" conference and wonder why your money's gone. Like, I wouldn't go to anything. So just to let you know how crazy the idea is of going to a Bamboozled anything that's not jelly bean related, right?
Bamboozled.
Ford couldn't sell cars in Latin America because it was called Nova, and in Spanish that means does not go.
Oh.
It was a thing.
Yeah.
Wait, is that real?
Yeah, that's a real fact.
That would be a problem.
I could see that being an issue.
Had to mute Imee's
Yeah,
Kerbals.
I'm doing the same.
Oh, whoops.
I muted it. It's fine.
Yep, stop streaming. There we go.
No,
Oh, that's
no,
right. The stage does this thing.
Well, no, I muted it out from my side. I only care about it from my side. So,
No one heard that rocket burn. I promise.
Oh no, they did.
Damn it.
it went down just like Elon's rocket.
So
Anyways, carrying on.
The Bamboozled Festival. Catch us up, Crit.
Okay, so it's pretty much like the Fire Festival. I brought it up with my coworkers at work today, and they're like, "Yeah, that kind of sounds really sussy. I wouldn't actually name a festival Bamboozle or whatever." So anyway, there's a festival. I got curious about it because I was just trying to, catch up on what Biscuit is doing. And it turns out a little over a day ago, just a week shy of actually them, performing another Bamboozle festival, they decide to cancel the whole entire festival. they were citing that there was going to be a lot more people coming, and that's why they were raising the prices. And because artists weren't showing up, they decided to discount the prices and promised people certain things that they couldn't deliver on. And then when they canceled it, the person that was in charge of everything or whatever decided to deactivate all of their accounts and wouldn't respond to emails for refunds. So he pretty much was like, I got mine now. Have a good time. We're not going to pay the artist. We're not going to do this. And YOLO.
So I guess you could say they got the people hoodwinked.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know
Hoodwinked?
much about.
You thought I was going to say bamboozled, didn't you?
I did actually.
No, that was called the switch and play.
Well
But
done, sir.
I don't really know much about the festival, but apparently it's been going on for a couple of years now or whatever. And I don't know much about this organizer person except for, if you made a mistake, own up to it or whatever. Don't let greed freaking pilot your decisions or whatever. But that's,
Man, this is capitalism. Greed
Yeah.
is what runs everything.
and it's eventually going to catch up to them too, because, that's, what is it, false advertising and deception and other.
Oh yeah, I hope that dude gets sued.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you took a whole bunch of money and you gave nothing, and then because it's all NFTs, instantly my mind
it's
calls it a
not-
scam.
Not every ticket was NFT. Some of it
Sure.
was NFT, but some of them, the physical sales, they have no place to go to get the refund at
Yeah.
current time. So it's not like I don't think they did it through Ticketmaster, and I don't think they did it through,
No, it's through this company called BAM.
because it's from Bamboozled. Yeah.
Didn't that
Yeah.
happen not too long ago with another big event where they had all these big names lined up for the event? People showed up and were intense for
Fire Festival.
That's the one. This
Yeah.
sounds very Fire Festival-y, in my opinion. This is very
Reminiscent.
yes, that's the big word we're looking for. This
And
is
there's-
people. You think people will stop? I hate to say falling for it, but these people can't keep getting away with this.
Well, the thing is, though, they're actually thinking about doing a Fire Festival too.
really?
Yeah,
Yep.
no, that's how people get killed. That's how people get murked. They're gonna show up to that event. The same thing's gonna happen, and it's just no, just no.
I think that's the end of Bamboozled. People are probably after this. It was interesting because I think a local venue or whatever was like, well, the show must go on, and they invited Limp Bizkit out to actually perform, and they said that they would, party with, people that were supposed to attend the festival or whatever. But it's just like, I'm glad that local bands and stuff like that are actually stepping up to, make right of what the organizer essentially was supposed to do. But I know it's not gaming related, but I just really
NFTs is kind of
stuff.
encroaching in on the space, so it applied. So why not? I mean, especially since the CEO of Squeenix is all like, you know what you need? You need to buy more nothing from us. Like, I swear, we should get Bomb Redeemer to do an ad for NFTs. Honestly.
Well, he did. It's called his nothing video.
No,
where
yeah.
you buy nothing and nothing has changed.
And you're
But
happy
don't
with
worry,
nothing.
you can buy lots of nothing for only small payments of nothing.
We are overstocked on nothing. We have warehouses full of nothing. And we'll ship. All you have to do is give us $19.95. We'll ship absolutely nothing to your door.
It's a kid clown dressed up in a monkey suit.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna laugh if the BAM or the Bamboozled festivals coming next summer from the people who brought you Bamboozled, Hoodwinked.
2.
Electric
no.
Boogaloo.
Yeah. Bamboozled 2 Electric Boogaloo.
So
A bamboozling.
yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, NFTs are scum. Don't do it. This just had NFTs in it, and I was like, yeah, let's talk about this because NFTs are just a bad idea. The whole blockchain is a bad idea. But anyway.
But yeah, if it's also, if it's people are going after the artist too. Like, let's say Papa Roach, confirmed, hey, the show got canceled, and the fans or someone claiming to be a fan was going after them, please, 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 if something is out of a band's control or an artist's control, don't take it out on the artist. Go after the person who's responsible for it as to why it actually got canceled, like the organizer who's actually the one that's managing the money and this, don't attack the bands.
This is a good opportunity to like segue into the Metacritic conversation.
Mm.
So
And that is a perfect example of don't hate the player, hate the game.
yeah, pretty much. So for those of you that aren't aware, and well, I'm pretty sure you're aware, but we're going to talk about it anyway. So Horizon Forbidden West has a DLC coming out, and I believe one of the scenes that they plopped in there was a female on female kissing, and people are losing their shit about it and review bombing the crap out of it. So that's what we're talking about right now.
Oh no, 2 girls kissed. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
These are probably the same guys that sit there and look at, threesomes with 2 chicks and be like, oh, it's so hot. But as soon as it comes into like, a video game, it's like, no, this is my space. Oh no. Shut the fuck up, kid.
Tom, I thought you were my friend.
Growing up in the 90s, when we see something that has a label of 2 girls with 1, we try to stay away from it anyway.
No. Well, that usually involves a cup.
No, stop! Don't even.
Or it involves a singular woman and a tub.
I'm going to mute you.
Ooh, well, let's see. Let's see the thing. We're
as long as we don't get colored waffles, a very specific color, we're fine.
We're at 11 minutes in, and he's already broken her. Let's go.
You know what? I'm gonna buy you some of those mermaid waffles. There you go. Every single morning, you're gonna have mermaid waffles and think about your life decisions.
I do that anyways. I work in the IT industry. I regret every decision.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Metacritic is taking steps to see what they can do about review bombing. And there is... Drew is in the stage chat going, cease!
I mean, we could put a broad spectrum on it because we're sitting in a time frame where we're still here on this lovely platform that we're on, and there's still hate raids going on to smaller streamers and trans streamers and openly LGBT, I'm not even going through the whole alphabet, ally streams, and just hate raiding and bombing them, and quote unquote everything that can be done is being done, which is absolute propaganda and bullshit because Twitch ain't doing nothing. So I would love to see what Metacritic's answer to this would be, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I know that they're looking into that. I mean, even so, there seems to be a culture around if there's something that somebody doesn't like, you're immediately a target, and people are going to throw resources at it, and that's really what it comes down to. And whether it's downvoting a game because it has something you don't agree with, like there are just some things you don't touch, right? And I totally get that. And you know what you do in that situation? You don't downvote the game. You just don't play the game.
That's the common sense that is just missing from like the majority of people, mostly in this country, but around the world when it comes to this kind of stuff. If you don't like something, leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
You got to remember that common sense is like deodorant. Those who need it don't use it.
Oh, I always say that common sense is a superpower. Because not everybody utilizes that shit ever.
Serafina, but complain. Yes.
You can complain. You can scream into the void all you want, but don't. What do I say every time I have my stream? Don't be a dick.
Yeah, that's it. That's its mantra. I've actually adopted it too. But when we end our streams, we'll like double raid someone and be like, "All right, everybody, and don't be a dick."
I mean, Lumi and I are in unison. We just say it at the same exact time. It's beautiful. It's a great thing.
Yep. So.
Meanwhile, when I'm on like Steam and stuff like that, and I'm playing games I don't particularly like because they suck. Like, let's say if I'm playing New World and they decide, "Hey, we have a unfixable error. You can't play this game anymore, even though you spent like $60 on it." Guess what I did? I got my refund. I didn't say shit. I played another game.
There you go.
So,
it's like
if I like something, I'll freaking say something. But if it's shitty and I get my refund, it's not worth my time. Other people can find out.
Yeah, that's what aggravates me too. People like will have issues with the game, like you did, get their refund and then review bomb the shit out of it because they were having issues to where they couldn't play it. I could have done the same thing with Red Dead Redemption 2. for the life of me, there is no way on God's green earth or the devil's red hell that I can get Red Dead 2 to work on my computer. It is impossible. I tried every kind of fix on the planet, and I'm not alone. There is Reddits full of people, hey, Red Dead 2 not work on PC because their port is absolutely terrible. I could have chatted, Karen, whatever you want to call it, the live long day in the thing. You know what I wasn't, Looney? You know what I wasn't, Amy? You know what I wasn't, Crit? I wasn't a dick. I just got my money back and we moved on.
Well, a lot of this stuff is done on the pretense of children, so forth and so on. And I shared something in the Discord server earlier this week about I think who was that? Was that Jon Stewart?
I think so.
It was Jon Stewart, and he was interviewing some politician from, I think that was Oklahoma. He had on his little pin, but it was concerning. Like it had to deal with the drag queens, the stuff that Cajun's been interested in.
Angry, interested, and going to be. Never mind. Go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh no, I meant to be interrupted. I'm a host. So. No, so the argument was Jon Stewart was like, so you're doing this thing, right? And the politicians, yes, it's to the kids. Like, how is it helping the kids? Well, has it killed anyone? You know what issue does kill kids and needs to be addressed? And this politician was dancing around. Yeah, but no. You say it. What is it that you need to do in order to literally save the children? Go ahead. And you could just see this politician just sweating. And he's like, come on, I want to hear you say it. Say it's guns. Do it.
My man's jimmies were so rustled in this conversation. It was glorious, man. He's like, you're probably going to say gun control. It's like, no, there is no probably. It is the statistic, you dickhead. Like, in his face, and I was like,
nowhere,
this man is my spirit animal.
And nowhere has a drag queen or a person of transgender harmed a child. I mean, heck, there's posts all over Twitter right now of people who are, I think you've posted a few of them, Mimey, and it was like politicians, pastors, as like other people, and it's like, actual child molester, not trans. I think is what.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I live with those posts because Ami seems to drop on a day. I love it.
Fuck. It's amazing the amount of people who will blame anyone but themselves and try and shift blame to anybody but the people who need it.
Mm-hmm. It was like that. I forgot which state it was in, but his governor passed some anti-gay laws, and it turns out he was packing fudge himself. So I couldn't think of a PC way to do it, and
he's gay and having sexual intercourse with other men.
Right, but meanwhile suppressing other gay. Yeah.
See, that's projection. One thing I've noticed about Republicans, especially Republicans, they project. Anytime they try and blame somebody, wait long enough, and you'll find one of them that has done exactly what they're like deriding. And it's like, holy fuck! Could you just shut up for 5 minutes? Yeah. I mean, 5 centuries.
I mean, there's an argument for the pot calling the kettle black, but in this situation, you are the pot and the kettle.
Yeah.
Getting pissed at the China set.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, though, there's actually celebrities that are actually moving out of Florida because of our governor's set ways. So Dwayne Wade is actually leaving Florida, and he used to be on the Miami Heat for 16 years.
Oh, wow.
Let's go. I saw an article. I don't know the validity of it, and I wish I could find it again to share with you guys so you could help me to see if it was true. But I know it's quote unquote rumors, and I know if it happens, I will 110% give one free pass to the mouse for the situation. But I've seen rumors that Disney itself is trying to move out of state into another state to get away from DeSantis.
Well, I don't know. I know that they're suing him. Only because of the giant
I'm keeping a big eye on because I want to see the mouse just dribble circles around his asshole.
Yeah, and normally I don't root for massive corporations, but in this case, it's like, yeah, I'll vote for the mouse. I'll hope the mouse gets what they're owed.
Well, in this instance, the mouse is fighting the good fight.
Yeah, which is weird for Disney, considering normally they're like, we'll put on an LGBTQ show, but not actually, do anything meaningful to help people. But hey, we have quote unquote representation. So normally they play that game, but in this case, it's like, okay, they're actually picking a fight with him. I'll give him a little bit of support. Should be fun.
You were going to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why
Sorry.
even move Disney? Like, governors don't last long in Florida anyway.
Well, if you get the mouse mad enough, what's the biggest way to really get the payback to the maximum level? Take all the tax money out of Florida.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
So even because let's just say by some stretch of the imagination, because I hate to say it's still a red state, still a lot of old crogies there. He gets reelected in his next go around if his presidency or vice presidency, for what I'm hearing, fails.
Well, I mean,
That's the biggest way to really say fuck you. The mouse just pack up his bag and take the gravy train with him. In Florida, we'll still have a couple things like Universal Studios and all that good stuff, but the big draw for Florida is Disney World. To be completely honest.
yeah, well, the way DeSantis is going, he's going to drain the swamp, but in the wrong way, or the way that was intended by another famous politician who I shall not say his name. So,
Oh, but
Something Cheeto.
yeah.
that politician also might be a thorn in DeSantis' side, though, because he's been talking a lot of smack against DeSantis because he thinks that DeSantis wants to run for president.
I think with the way DeSantis is being attacked right now, and everybody's seeing is that he's using his office for his own personal agenda, and that's what's going on. Like he's swinging his weight around, and people aren't going to like that. And I think that's part of the reason why he's getting sued by Disney anyway. Just like, hey, you're abusing your office, so we're allowed to do this. So yeah, Horizon. What was it? Horizon Z was shit. I can't even remember the damn name. The one with Aloy. Forbidden West, the DLC. Yeah, there's two chicks kissing. Get over it.
Yeah.
Stop review bombing art.
The people who are complaining about this, there's probably a lot worse things on your desktop right now. So calm down.
I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn 2 already has its own campy issues. It turned out it wasn't all that great of a game, not as great as the initial one. It's like watching The Matrix and then going to watch The Matrix 2 and you're like, oh yeah, that's right, we're doing this thing. So
It's like, listen, I want to know what your Kazaa light history was.
oh my goodness!
Show me your LimeWire, boy.
No.
Is Kazaa still a thing?
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know either. I think just even speaking it into the Twitchiverse is going to infect everyone.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
because
Well, the barcode's doing it. Hopefully, he's doing it in a virtual machine.
well, I'm doing it on a incognito browser. No, it does not look like it is still around.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, the website shut down. The eDonkey network that it ran on apparently is still active.
Oh.
Oh, eDonkey, that was some slick shit. I used the crap out of some eDonkey.
Yeah, that was the protocol that it ran on.
For the kiddos who don't know and who are too young to understand what we're talking about, Kazaa/LimeWire basically was you infecting your computer with a virus just so you can get the latest music and videos and porn whenever you
I
need it.
never had problems with Kazaa, honestly.
Me either. I never really. I was more of a LimeWire guy. I never really used Kazaa much.
I used Kazaa, LimeWire. Yeah, often.
I used it all, and then of course I had the various computer STDs because of it.
I used news groups. Dun dun dun.
I couldn't be bothered.
I
Plus, I didn't get internet for the longest time.
I could be bothered. That's how I got to play Tropico. So,
Yeah, fair.
it's like, yes, if you download these 170 different files that are currently listed in bytes and put it back together.
Oh, yes. I remember those days. There's like split zip files or split RAR files.
Yeah. And you had to put it together with duct tape and glue, and you got to make sure you had the cracked version.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't pirate anymore. Ugh. But, yeah.
It's easier for me just to buy a license at this point because I'm too lazy to pirate.
Dude, what is?
Oh, I was definitely riding the bay every now and then back in my youth.
Absolutely. Who wasn't a pirate?
Arr,
So
blow me down.
I was just a lime
Nice.
Keep it a lime rolling.
or a Napster.
Oh, Napster, poor baby.
Before Metallica got its scrubs on it.
So here's what I learned. I learned that Pinkerton was a thing.
Yes.
And apparently, if you live open stuff from Wizards of the Coast that isn't supposed to be released yet, these ancient sentinels of a time long ago will show up to your door. And
Some little backstory, though. You should go into the backstory of the Pinkertons.
go for it.
The Pinkertons have been around since the 1800s, late 1800s. They have been involved in chasing Jesse James and the Whatever Gang. They've gone after a bunch of other Old West gangs way back in the day. They migrated to protecting assets like gold transfers and stuff like that on trains. They have more recently rebranded and started going after unions back in the early 1900s. They have been employed by Amazon on numerous occasions to check for union activity. And back in the early 1900s, they actually partook in an anti-union raid at I think it was a steel mill, in which 3 agents were killed and like 9 or 10 union workers were killed in the gunfire.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, no, they're not good. They're also allegedly the precursor to the Secret Service, or at least the what is it? Not influenced. That's the word. They influenced the Secret Service or the creation thereof, allegedly. So yeah, no, they're not nice people. They like intimidation.
Mm-hmm. They do, and that's what they did to this. To what was it? OldskoolMTG. Yeah. So that was a thing. Apparently, he opened up. Let's see, what was the name of this? It was what was the name of it? I'm looking. Wizards of the Coast Private Investigators. April 20th. OldskoolMTG. Booster packs from March of the Machine to the Aftermath. Just one of 22 boxes said were purchased from an acquaintance. So, yeah, so he got his hands on some stuff that wasn't supposed to be released just yet. And, of course, he opened it up. And after the recording was uploaded, of course, there was a lot of reaction videos that went out. And next thing you know, there were people knocking at his door and scaring his wife. And mind you, they weren't, from what I understand, they weren't, like, mean or anything, but apparently these folks are real intimidating. Right?
Oh yeah, they are not friendly people. You don't want to be on the wrong side of them.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of like where fantasy meets reality, that little gray line. I think I actually mentioned it to Lumi the other day. This story exactly reminds me of the base storyline of the new game. When I say new game, relatively new, Inscription. In the game, if you haven't played it before, I'm about to spoil the shit out of it, just giving you a heads up.
Go for it.
In the game, this guy, he's a card collector, and he finds these cards of an old game called Inscription, and finds, I believe it's a floppy disk out in the middle of the woods after he found some coordinates. And he finds this game and starts playing it, which is you playing the game as the whole process goes on. And he contacts the company saying, hey, I found this thing, yada, yada, yada. What do? And over the course of you playing the game, you start unlocking these video clips of them knocking on his door, asking him about it. And of course, at the very end, he gets a Kool-Aid bath, and then they take the game away. That could have very well happened to this poor kid had things gone the wrong way over a leak.
Hold on. What are you referring to as a Kool-Aid bath?
I was trying to be PG. He got oofed. He got killed. He got murked. He got murdered.
Oh.
He got shot square in the face. I was trying to be nice, Lumi, for once.
Okay. All right. Okay. He was unlifed. Got it.
That's right. His life was ended.
He unsubscribed from life.
That is correct. He said he had left the chat permanently. And that could have very well happened to this kid if things had not have gone the wrong way. And that's scary considering it was just it was. I know it was a leak quote unquote. But where are we in again? 2023, and we're sending hits on people, especially children. Can we not? Can we actually act like grown ass adults and go about it the right way? Send him, do it the proper way, legally first, to where he has no choice. Don't go in there and basically threaten his life just by showing up. It's bad tasteful. It's very bad taste.
Indeed. Well, I mean, apparently, Old School MTG said they were rather nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like he complied. He did the things he was supposed to. All of the booster packs and whatnot were given to him. They know. He stated that they knew that he was not. He didn't get it by illegitimate means, right? And that's great. There was some other stuff here because they reached out to Wizards of the Coast. There was an update. See here, as part of an investigation of the unauthorized distribution disclosure of embargoed products. Okay, we repeatedly attempted to contact an individual who had received unreleased cards. After that outreach was unsuccessful, an investigator visited him and asked that he reach out to us as part of our investigation, return the embargoed product and packaging. He agreed to do both. The unreleased product will be replaced by us with the product he intended to purchase. We appreciate the individual's cooperation, and the investigation is ongoing. So, I mean, it had a happy ending, right? It was just one of those things like, hey,
we fucked up.
The thing is, it had the good ending, but it could have very easily not have had the good ending. Is what I'm trying to say. Like
Right.
that's a scary situation to be in for any kind of situation, adult or kid.
All right. Okay, everybody hold your ears. Cajun, you got to do it.
Oh, she's here?
Yes.
Let me get properly attuned here. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, our friend is in the chat, and she goes by Milk and Honey.
Let's go.
That was excessively loud.
I am legally obligated to do that every time she comes in the chat now.
I mean, I need to remind you of your WOG.
Wog.
Yes.
Or bruh. Or
We can't do that here because we don't have our soundboard.
I can.
oh no.
I can, but I don't have it loaded up.
Oh no.
So everybody's all prepared.
One job today. One.
I didn't realize that was a requirement for my employment.
Well, you just have to have the finger on the red button's always good for this kind of stream. But you're welcome, Milk. Thank you for the welcome. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you showing up and enjoying the show. And I will always do my best to make you feel welcome, no matter what.
Yeah.
If
If anything, we will warn you so that way you can mute us out. So
the moment Lumi said, "Hey, everybody mute," I was like, "Oh, it's my time to shine."
Here's my best imitation of the soundboard. Yes.
yes.
Now, on the flip side of what all went down with the
There we go.
on the flip side of what we were saying about the whole thing that went down, a similar situation actually happened with Capcom, which is ironic since I'm playing the demo right now. There was an unofficial crack that was released for the Street Fighter 6 demo. And I know a lot of the higher up players were getting their hands on it so they could start practicing this game in the time frame when they shouldn't be able to, because the game won't come out for another month. Capcom released a statement saying if anybody is found with proof of having said crack at any point in time, they will be banned from any future Capcom events at all.
So just like the real drug, if you're caught, you'll be a registered crack offender, and you will not be able to play with anyone else.
That is precisely correct. So that's, to me, you know what? I'm gonna go find the tweet because it's literally just a one paragraph thing they posted, and I was like, that alone will scare the shit out of some of these people. So I'm gonna go find it. I'll be right back.
Talk about a Capcom crackdown.
They're getting cap cooked.
Wait, what is that? Cap or slap? There's got to be some sort of amalgamation, like Slapcom, Capcom. I don't know.
Kappa.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kappa Capcom.
Oh man. While Cajun finds that, I have to abstain from the next topic, which is Blizzard and Microsoft related. So I'm gonna let Amy lead that conversation.
What, me?
Well, you don't have to. We can just skip over it entirely, as far as I care. I
Well,
can't talk about it anyway.
The deal is broken. Haha.
hold on. I forgot what it was about.
It was interesting. I imagined like this leotarded dude popping in from the side, going, "The deal is broken, haha," and like prancing away.
Oh, right, yeah. So the UK has blocked Microsoft's acquisition of Activision. Jesus. Apparently that came out like out of left field. But the Competition and Markets Authority out of the UK said they had concerns that the merger would alter the future fast-growing cloud gaming market. What cloud gaming market? Anyway,
AWS with Amazon, I guess.
and maybe Nvidia's cloud gaming service thingy. But yeah, so apparently they were a little bit concerned about that, and it's kind of like a U-turn from what they'd previously said. Previously, they were sort of like, yeah, shouldn't be too bad, but then they got a whole bunch of significant new evidence and decided that no, it would not result in a substantial lessening of competition. It would actually, or sorry, that's what they decided is it would result in substantial lack of competition. So yeah, it's interesting to see that they're fighting it and they're saying no. I wonder how long that's going to hold up, because most of the other countries that Activision works out of or has a presence in have approved the sale. Don't ask me about Canada, because I actually don't know, because I haven't been paying attention up here.
Which
Oddly.
is kind of funny with what's been happening too on the other side of Blizzard and NetEase. I don't know if we went over it last week or if it dropped during the time period in between, but there was like that one disgruntled player that took the name NetEases and pretended they were NetEase, trying to get a couple million out of Blizzard and stuff like that. And uh,
Yeah, that's
all
so
the
stupid.
articles were posted by Wowhead, which were corrected the next day or whatever. I ended up shit posting a lot because of it. I'm like, wait a minute, you can't say that freaking Blizzard was the one that backed out when it was NetEase. They could have extended it by 6 months and the players could still be happy in those 6 months. How are you going to demand a refund if you shot it down? And turned out it was just a disgruntled player. So much backlash over one disgruntled person. I'm just like, oh, tell us how you really feel.
I mean, if you're going to scream and bitch about something, you may as well do it right. Make sure it's
Yeah.
a big reason to bitch and moan.
I found it funny.
Oh yeah, no, that's fantastic.
It's always fun to watch these big and or medium corporations squirm just a wee bit, and we sit back with the popcorn like.
Yeah, I don't trust anything that comes out anymore anyway. I have to look very closely and read the fine print. And sometimes, like, it was weird that this comes up now after the destruction of the orc statue and everything else. And I was like, why is this a thing now? And then upon closer inspection, I think it was Blizzard that called it out. It was like, so, yeah, no, this is just some dude.
Yeah.
It's so funny that one person can cause that much trouble. And it's interesting that a place like Wowhead, who normally is really, really switched on when it comes to their articles and their research and making sure that, what they're reporting is completely factual, it's interesting that they got this completely botched. Because that's not like Wowhead. Normally, like I said, they're really, really, really good about doing their jobs properly and accurately.
You have to understand, I think it was that specific person that posted that article was a person that posted the next article correcting it or whatever, allegedly, quote unquote. But if you looked at the person who made the article and their subtweets or the quoted tweets, it was like one of their comments was sips Blizzard green tea and this and that, the other thing. And the only thing that I could think of is, why do you have so much, why are you standing or have this bias against Blizzard when you have a Patreon up over, being best at your class at being a warrior, and you have, you write for Wowhead, you write for Icy Veins. I'm like, you're literally piggybacking off of, Blizzard's coattails, and you just want to like bite the hand that feeds. Like, it makes no sense.
Clout fishing
Yeah.
is what that seems like to me. Like, I can make myself popular if I, bitch and moan about something I wrote an article on.
No, you're just a scrub.
Yeah, basically. And if there's one thing that band from the 90s taught us is people don't like scrubs.
Nope.
We don't love no scrub.
No,
You know?
you're gonna get cupped.
Nope.
Just,
Just know that they ain't gonna get any love from me.
Boo.
Hanging on the passenger side.
Of their best friend's ride?
Yes. Trying to holler at me for some fucking reason. Anyways.
YOLO.
Yeah.
Before copyright strikes.
See, we had to space it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like William Shatner.
No, I don't want no scrub. Scrub. Somebody. Yeah, no. Could just
No, thank you. That is somebody who's obscenely obnoxious.
What, Shatner?
Oh god, yeah.
You ever wonder why his name is past tense? Why can't he be Shitner?
Oh,
Well, because it's accurate. Wait, what?
that shit happens.
You know what I found the other day that freaking Seth MacFarlane made a sci-fi show.
Yeah, the Orville.
I had no clue it existed until TikTok showed it to me, and now I'm trying to find it because I want to watch that shit because it looks hilarious.
Apparently, it's on par with like Trek for being really engaging and really fun to watch.
It seems like, and there's 3 seasons, and I don't think there's going to be a 4th. At least he hasn't said there's going to be a 4th, but it looks absolutely hilarious.
Wait. I mean, Seth MacFarlane making engaging content that people absolutely love and that Fox can't kill? Okay.
Yeah, because it's not published on Fox.
Yeah, well.
Yes, I think it's only online based at this point.
I think it's exclusive to Hulu.
Is it Hulu? Oh, I have Hulu up. Let me see.
I have too many paid services. Ugh.
It's kind of funny with all these paid services now. We essentially need a company to manage all of our paid services all at once for us, almost like a cable company.
Well, at this particular point, it'd be better off just like paying for YouTube Premium plus TV and cancel everything else.
Oh my God, it is on Hulu. Well, I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Yeah, I pay for YouTube Premium. RIP.
I do too. Oh! Hot take. I pay for the Twitter check mark. You know why? Because fuck all you. That's why.
This motherfucker pays for Twitter.
Well, I mean, check it out, right? Since the release of the algorithm, because Elon's doing his thing,
Elon,
and the idea that you are favored if you pay for this thing, and it's $8, and it gets what I need out in front of more people, which is what I'm trying to frickin' do anyway with like promoting and a podcast and all the other stuff that we're doing. I mean, it's $8. I'll do it. A lot of people use Twitter. If I get more reach out of that, that's just a little bit further we push. So I'm like, it's worth the investment for me. And if some motherfucker is just like, this dude pays for Twitter, I'm like, yeah. What?
They have that whole like.
I have a meme, a shit posting meme for that purpose exactly.
It's like, oh, you get blocked.
If you don't like it,
I literally post that shit post. It's like 2 mannequins, one's pointing at the other one, saying this motherfucker pays for Twitter. So,
well,
I get to use that now. Yay!
Well, I'm actually kind of curious if having Twitter Blue, like if I retweet your stuff, does that give it more visibility?
According to Elon, in theory, it should. But at the same time, I don't trust much that he says anyway.
Well, no. It's the code I'm worried about. I don't care what Elon says. Elon can barely tie his shoes. So
very fair.
This is accurate, yes.
We saw that with his rocket ship. Hey-o!
Hey, yo.
Failure to launch.
That seems to be common with him.
Well, either way, if it's used to help all my buddies, all my streamer friends, and to get my artist friends to help give them more exposure, it's worth the $8 to me because I've been trying to really, really help out the community that we currently have here on Twitch and YouTube and Twitter and all kinds of other stuff. We have a lot of great people, especially like that one orange cat dude.
Orange
damn
cat
course.
dude.
So,
Thanks, probably like, stop being mean to me.
oh, I hooked him up with some pancake recipes earlier today.
Beautiful.
Well, I mean,
Pancakeku.
if you check out the dank feed chat inside the server, he showed us a picture of his attempt at American pancakes. I'm like, yo, bro, if you're gonna do American pancakes, yeah, like it's either got to be Bisquick or Krusty's. Like if you want true American pancakes. And then I was like, I tell you what, if any of you have any idea who Joshua Weissman is, that guy, he's a chef from Austin, Texas. That dude can freaking cook. So, and he made a video of of how to make both American pancakes from scratch, like with the flours and everything else, and how to make the Japanese souffle pancakes.
Ooh.
Here I am with the keto diet making the freaking cream cheese.
Right.
Well, there's nothing wrong
I
with
like cream cheese.
I get to tell you what, I had to do keto with the wife, and the one thing I hate about keto is that it is so heavy and greasy. Holy shit, I can't take it. Like, I've already got heart problems. Like, yes, I'm going to do this thing to lose weight. Well, I have to survive it first.
Right.
So, I mean, that being said, but some of my favorite things that I made, there was like this chicken popper casserole that I made that was just wicked good. It was just super heavy, and it used a lot of cream cheese. And I found out how to make fathead dough, and I made pizza with that.
And I also make
Go on.
Ooh.
too.
Fathead dough is pretty much mozzarella and almond flour.
Yep, and butter.
And-
Sometimes.
Ooh.
Yep, and you
that
microwave
has
it.
me intrigued.
Yep, you microwave it, you knead it, you microwave it, and I believe if you're counting carbs on it, it's very few. So you can make a personal pizza with it. And I used to like make pizzas for the wife because we can't find anything else because everything is just not keto friendly. Oh, by the way, for those of you with wing stops near you, the Louisiana rub is certainly keto friendly. You should do that.
As is the original hot.
As is the original hot.
I
tip.
could put a murder on some
I'm
wings.
pretty sure Wingstop doesn't exist in Canada.
Well,
I'm sorry.
This is a perfect opportunity to reach out and franchise.
Yeah, maybe, but that sounds like effort.
It's called I'm His Adventure and Winging It.
Come to your local Wingstop and try the new barcode flavored wings.
They scream at you in angry sounds.
Why do the
every
flats
time you
have
bite into them?
Why do the flats have stripes on them?
And it will only cost you 1001001.
Well, I think that's going to do it for the podcast. We've done enough shit talking for today. So
Woohoo.
let's talk about what the Cajun's doing. What the Cajun doing?
What the Cajun do? We're still going to be grinding for the big Guzzy on Tuesdays and Thursdays. He still has not shined for us, and I am angry about it. But we are not a kind of folk that give up easily. We are a stubborn folk in Cajun country, so we're going to keep going. And speaking of stubborn, me and Lumi are still trying to smash our head against Gloomhaven on Wednesdays, trying to figure out what to do. And if at any time during that situation, if I happen to get guzzled early on Tuesday or Thursday, I will switch over to this demo and get my practice on for Street Fighter 6 because I am going to no-life the hell out of this game when it comes out on the 1st because this game is the most fun I've had with a fighting game since Street Fighter 4. We got that going on. Gloomhaven finishing up artwork for our... Lumi, we didn't even tell these two about what we discussed on Thursday.
Oh?
Uh-oh.
I'm doing a custom Pokemon card for one of my subscribers, Miss Serafina, and I have a drawing of her and her 3 favorite Pokemon. And me and Lumi got to talking. It's like, what would it look like if we did the same thing for everybody on the UDP broadcast? And we talked about how for me, Lumi said I have to have me posing with a Machamp, a Grappaloct, and a Geodude just doing the same flex pose on my card. For you, Amy, we thought it would be hilarious to you just be standing there, arms raised, with 3 different Rotoms using 3 different of their appliances around you. We don't know why. We thought that would be the most hilarious thing on the planet to go with you. And the only person we had a question mark about was which Pokemon Crit would love. We thought about some of the bird Pokemon, but we don't know which combo she would like. So I have a list of things I'm going to be working on in the very near future.
I was going to say probably Psyduck because...
I didn't even think about Psyduck, Lumi.
Yeah, it's like constantly have a headache, frustration, and then when it gets too much, I get angry. Yeah, that's me in a nutshell. I'm
We
Psyduck.
can literally have I can do my best to mimic the art of the pictures that we have that you got commissioned. Have her and the Psyduck standing there, both with their heads on their head, like they both have a headache. Deb, okay, we're done with you. We're good. Perfect.
Someone give me goodies. Give me a goodies packet, please, before I blow up. No,
Nice.
seriously, freaking! Have you ever seen the animated series though, Psyduck? If you ever if you ever like clamped down on his head or got him frustrated or whatever, like freaking, he
All
would
hell breaks loose.
toss you. You'd get yeeted.
It's
Like
great fun.
Yeet.
he went from 0 to legendary. It's just like, and then Misty's like, "Oh, you're not useless after all. I love you."
So yeah, that's what we got coming in. Like Wednesdays is going to be the half and half art Gloomhaven night. So this week I'm hopefully going to finish the line art and start on coloring on Seraphina's card, and then we can start lining up the cards for everybody else.
Yeah.
Yay!
It's like fun Pokemon art and then doom and gloom. That's Wednesdays for us. Happy Hump Day, everybody.
Doom and gloom. I'm just gonna start calling the cast that Doom and gloom.
Yes.
All right.
Seraphina's getting all excited in the chat.
All right, Barcode, what you got going on?
I'm going to be taking all the stuff in your car and denying you entry to my country
Oh
because
yeah.
I am playing Contraband Police lately, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Between that and Kerbal Space Program,
Indeed.
that's what I've been up to. And I know Raina is going to try and get me to watch a bunch of more anime. She even
Yes,
posted
we
about it on Twitter.
As she should.
I need to repost it honestly because I thought I got the person's name wrong. Okay, guys? You know Cowboy Bebop, right? You're familiar with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You love it, right?
Mhm.
Watch Gungrave.
Oh, that's gonna be a thing. Like you mentioned that, and I was like, I've never seen it, and I might. The problem is, I might run into a problem like I did tonight, which is I'm gonna start it at noon today and like watch the shit out of it until like I almost have no time left to figure out what the hell it is we're talking about.
You're
So-
familiar with Spike Spiegel and Jet Black, right? From Cowboy Bebop, one of the main characters,
Yes.
right? You know, Stephen Blum and
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
They both are in Gungrave.
Cool.
And when I tell you that Bear Walken is ultimate daddy,
Mhm.
he is ultimate fucking daddy.
Nice.
Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry. Daddy,
Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry. Oh.
Boo.
Boo.
No, like Jet Black was a good character. Don't get me wrong. He was amazing, but nothing compares to like the level and the depth that I feel that he put into Bear. Like, oh,
Are you watching dub or sub?
he's in dub.
Dub. Okay.
Yeah, Stephen Blum and they're. So if you want to hear that's why I said they're legendary. You can literally pick up on their voice in an instant. Like, wow.
Nice.
Sorry, nerding out for a second. Excuse
No,
me.
we stand that in this podcast. Nerd out all the way.
Well, yeah. I mean, heck, it's just like I at this particular point, might as well call it from UDP broadcasted "Nerds Out for Harambe" or some shit. So.
But
Hashtag nerds out for Harambe.
Yeah.
it's kind of slow to start. It's one of it's a mafia based anime or whatever, but it's really like it has a storyline to it. It's
Mhm.
slow to start, and it's one of those things where if you're not careful, you could fall asleep during like a gunfight scene, and there's like a lot of blood.
Oh, good. I like blood. It
And
courses
here I
through my
am.
veins.
Here I am on the sidelines, like watching the anime and falling asleep during like these moments. I'm like, why is the series already over? What happened? Why did I sleep through? Oh,
Hey, what I miss? I gotta watch it over again. God.
but yeah, you'll like it if you like Trigun and stuff like that. You'll appreciate because with the 90s Trigun, it's made by the same person. Naitao is the one that did the concept of it, and the music still with Imahori. they actually made the music for both Trigun in '98 and in Gungrave. So yeah, deep appreciation for both series.
Cool.
I
Down.
know.
So
But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Anime.
Anime.
And getting ready for my grand adventure in 2 months.
Yeah, that's what we're looking forward to.
is it a permanent adventure or is it a temporary adventure?
Temporary for now.
Okay.
To plant the seeds for the permanent.
Hey, that
No
could
seed
be.
planting yet.
Yeah, no.
I immediately heard what I said when I said it. I apologize.
Yeah, it left your mouth. Yeah, that's what I told my kid earlier today. I was like, look, the one thing about words is that once they leave your mouth, you could never take them back.
Nope. Avoid those orbs, everything.
Hey, that happened once to me, freaking I was apparently already pregnant and one lady was like, "Oh, child, you're glowing." I'm like, "There's no way I'm pregnant." And she's like, "Okay, go to the store and take a test." And I'm like, "Okay, but you're crazy."
Hey, look, I know you're still a kid, so pretend it's a fun dipstick. Except you have to dip it in pee. So, go. And you don't eat it. You have to wait.
Well, the joke was on me because I was calling her crazy and I joked around with my ex at the time. I ended up buying we were walking down the pasta aisle and I got a jar of Prego. I was like, wow, talk about it. Looking at cake and eating it too. And in this case, it's fucking pasta and looking at the fucking jar of Prego. I'm like, yep, Prego.
Oh, with the puns. Okay.
But it's a true story. It's a true fucking story, though. It literally happened. I ate my words. It hurt so bad.
Oh, well, what is Lumi doing? Well, most of my stuff is going to be tangled up with Cajun, so we'll be double casting on those days, which means we'll be double rating. Which, by the way,
all the raids.
Well, no, that's been like one of the craziest things we've done. Like, we both hit them at the same time. We both bring our audiences over there. Sometimes our audience are intermingled, but seeing the Nordic Cajun has come in with 8 people, Luminary Weekly has come in with 6 people, or whatever, and all of a sudden they're like, but So double rating is a thing that we can do on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays as long as you're down for it.
We bring the full frontal of the Northern Country in the Luminary Alliance.
Oh no!
He said full frontal. Maybe that
awkward.
What's that helicopter noise? Anyway. Anyway, so that's going to be a thing. I'll be doing more art Tuesday and Thursday. I'll pick something random to draw and try to draw it. This last this Thursday I was doing some Bombardier stuff. You can find my stuff in the Scribbles and Doodles channel on the Discord server. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll find something to do. We'll draw it. We'll do some stuff. We'll play around, have some fun, and we'll have Electro Swing going on in the background. And of course, Wednesday is going to be Slam Your Face Against Gloomhaven night. And Serafina and friends have been absolutely crucial in trying to understand this game. Oh my God, this last Wednesday, like we were rolling all the zeros.
Dude, so many natural ones were rolled that night. I just wanted to put every single card, dice, and everything in my Zinti into dice jail.
Oh,
it was terrible, man.
It was such a cock tease because he was like, I'm going to use this ability. It's going to take this much health. And it even shows it on the bar, on the monster. Like, yeah, no, we'll kill them. No such fucking thing. Because the moment you used it was like, 0. You rolled a 0 modifier. So therefore, no.
No.
Pretty much. And so we're burning through cards. We're confused. Like Toxis in chat going, oh my God, this game doesn't like you.
And my chat was like, I've never seen such rolls happen back to back to back in Gloomhaven ever. I'm like, oh, so it's just me then.
It was the perfect train wreck. You didn't really want to look, but you just had to. It was bad. So, but anyway, so we're going to do it again Wednesday.
Because we are suckers for punishment.
Absolutely. Stick around. Stay a while. Listen. Tell us what to do. Backseat gaming welcome because we don't have to listen to you anyway.
Stay a while and listen.
Stay a while and listen. Yes.
Greetings, heroes.
Other than that, right now, post-show, Imee and Cajun are messing around with Street Fighter 6 and what's the name of this game?
Contraband Police, basically Papers, Please, but in 3D.
It's actually pretty cool. So as soon as we end this podcast, I'm just going to swap over to that. If you want to interact with us directly, you should hop over to our Discord server. It's Bang Discord in my chat. Here, I'll do it for you.
Hey, I'm probably just gonna freaking rewatch Gungrave. I don't know about you, Gord, but
I'm definitely have to put on Orville.
it's like, dude, if I'm willing to watch it like another time, even just after getting done with all 26 episodes, like I need to. I want to understand.
So, other than that, that's it. Come back again next week, 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for another episode of the UDP broadcast.
Bye.
So long, everybody.
That was the most
Fuck.
awkward bye. I loved it. Okay.
Well, we're